ignoring. One is ignoring. I am ignoring. One is ignoring. I guess the ultimate ignore is ignoring something. It's not saying what I'm ignoring. One is ignoring. One is ignoring little. I don't know. I do know. Etch this into your DNA and etch that the hell out. Hey, but that make no sense. If I can't see, I gotta go back out to the car and get the glasses. One is ignoring. One is ignoring. Man, I need to write that down. Man, must be with me. But I did let it take note. Should open up something that says along the lines that you ought to be happy and grateful that you're seeing this video because it's gonna get pulled. It ain't gonna be up forever. It's gonna get unlisted. You ought to save this video to a playlist because it's gonna get unlisted. Haven't decided on a time on that yet. But it'll come. The universe tend to always let me know that first. But this is a continuation of 50 videos, 6 hours apart, so that one can etch into one's DNA, burn it into one's mind. Where is it at? Come on. One is ignoring all the hard ways to make a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. One is ignoring all the hard ways to make a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. One is ignoring the hard. Still sick. How long? These videos will give me a timer to see how long my illness lasts. One is ignoring the hard ways of making a little money, a little bit of money. One is ignoring the hard ways of making a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. You are ignoring the hard ways of making a little bit of money and focusing on the easy ways or the easier ways to make a lot. 50 videos, 6 hours apart, Martin Cartwright's YouTube channel. But I ran across something. Every day and everywhere I'm getting better and better. Everything's always works out, but because of these videos, guess what? Everything more than always works out. Or everything always more than works out. It's not just making ends meet. Everything always works out is that it's not making ends meet. It's that the end end up meeting, right? And of course, some effort come with that. But a lot of it is manifestation as well. One is ignoring the hard ways of making a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. What questions? What questions? So, I think I wrote it down. Read my notes. All right, let me see. One is ignoring all the hard ways to make a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. So what I want you to do, the source video is actually in the description area. It's a short, just a simple short. It's by Dr. Myron Golden. It's a short for his breakthrough, his first financial breakthrough. And he used the term etch into one's mind. And this is a technique that one is using to etch. He said he didn't say etch into the mind. He said etch into the DNA. I got burned into your mind from Bob Proctor. What would be my actual language to actually mean that? To etch into one's DNA, to burn into one's DNA, that it's easy to make a lot of money in a short period of time than it is to make a little money in a long period of time. Or with these 50 videos, I did 50 videos on that. So this 50 videos on, and I'm writing it out. Write it out. Write it out 50 times. That one is ignoring the hard ways to make a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot of money. Uh, practice, and practice a couple of hours a month. Hang a picture behind the camera to write and recite basic structure, practice, write them out, plan them out, practice. Payoff is immense. Speaking to one person, who is one's audience? Feeling tone, talking to the one and not an audience. Who is one's audience? I know it's me, myself, and I. The future self, I call it a doppelganger. It's like I wake up in the morning, I'm a totally different person. And I'm living my best life. Yeah, am I really? I'm happy, joyous, and freaking free, man. Tit. What comes at the end of a tit? I intuitively know that one must grow. The only constant is change. And just like Catherine Ponder says, the dynamic laws of prosperity. Listen to her audio thing. Use my referral code for Uber. I got a referral code in the description area. You can use it to drive for Uber if you love driving, or you can share it. I'm pretty sure that somebody might be looking for a few extra bucks. I've been Uber driving for 9 years since October 16, 2016. I came here just for some coffee. I did the whole bit on beeline, peddling, and shopping. And of course, that was gross, but I, that's what I was working on today. It was a guy, Trey is his name, but his YouTube channel, YouTubers helping YouTubers or something like that. And he told me what the goal of YouTube is basically watch time. That's the goal of YouTube. The creators of YouTube, whatever. The system, whatever. And the YouTubers, the goal of the YouTubers he mentioned is to earn a living and make a lot of money, right? So that's what he's trying to do. But that's not my goal for these YouTube videos. Do not like, do not comment, do not share. I don't care. Do not like, do not comment, do not share. I don't care. Cause I get to be myself. You know what? And who allowed one to be oneself out of home group? To an extent. Not too freaking crazy. You look crazy, cause I look crazy. I diagnosed myself with spiritual bipolar. David Smith asked me to mail you this book if you want to send me a message. Ask me, we can still got these books. Ask me to mail you this book. $15. Uh, hell, I don't really even care if you give me shipping and handling, but that goes against the laws of compensation. So send an extra $5 for shipping and handling. And I made that book. It's by David Smeltz, Clean from Regular Recovery. He's the founder and was the director. The pandemic took him out. Rest in Nirvana. But him, it was a 21-year-old woman that she was running up and down the store, just running up and down. And I started doing it. And it's like it gave me permission to be free. That's what money is, a choice. And freedom is a choice. The Sudanese, the general and the nephew, and the crack experience made me a diehard. I'm 13 years clean and sober now, though. But it made me a diehard patriot. When in a state, I just got a conclusion, in a state of euphoria, that man said, we can't do this in our country. I like, what? You can't do this in your country? Now, despite the consequences between our codes, statutes, and ordinances that we like to call the law, which is different from universal law. Universal law, cause and effect no matter what. Code, statutes, and ordinance, that's just a rule we're making up based on our goals. And, you know, all of us aren't included in those, or all of us don't agree with them. But no, I don't know. We do our best, right? Can't stand the penitentiary, but what comes out the end of a but? So we're gonna use the word tit. I'm starting to use the word tit. If you're gonna always say, if I say but, and out your mouth, the first thing you got to come out your mouth is what comes at the end of a but, right? Then I'm gonna start saying tit because that's what's coming out into my tit. I ain't got no tit, but that's what's coming out the end. Something good, some sustenance, like the affirmation I want you to write down 50 times or create YouTube videos, 50 of them, 6 hours apart. Let me know about them, but it has to be along the line with the short by Dr. Myron Golden, his first financial breakthrough. And for these 50 videos, is that I am ignoring the hard ways to make a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot.